What? I can't just put you on the spot like that and expect you to fucking shine like the diamond you are.
No.
Shine like a diamond.
Do you remember the song I sang you last time?
There was a song? Oh, it was
my
from
God.
by Rihanna?
Yes.
Beyonce?
Are you ready for a new song this week?
I am not ready for a new song.
Is your butthole ready?
Oh, that's actually the preparation for this. I just get my butthole nice and ready. Speaking of porn, because we haven't talked about porn in a while. Actually, you know what? Let's get to the Kayla diaries. That's what I want to talk about this week in Uncut. Yeah, no, I am so fucking curious. I need to know.
Why?
We gotta
It's not as
get to the
exciting as you
Kayla
think it is.
diaries, find out what she's writing to herself on Tumblr 10 years ago, 8 years ago.
Oh,
2 weeks ago.
yeah.
How
Yeah,
old is your Tumblr blog, first of all, Miss Kayla Quinn?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it was when
so
I
it's
was
mine.
in college for the second time.
So by Raymond's standards, it's old enough to date.
Yeah.
Hey.
Gross.
No, that's 10 years.
If they were born on a leap year, because Ray likes them old. So, okay, 8 years ago, just a little baby KQ, just 3 weeks old, crawls out of
Yep.
the womb and onto a laptop, logs in
Onto
Tumblr.
Tumblr.
What is she talking about? What's going through little K's brain? Little baby K. So naive.
Is it boys? I bet it's boys.
Well, okay.
Do they
First of
shower?
all-
Oh, yeah, this is by far the most dick crazy girl I've ever met, but it's after years of just not getting the right dick.
Well, I imagine she was Tina in Bob's Burgers, basically.
I don't think she was she wasn't born like this, dude. This is an act of like life stealing good cock away from her repeatedly so often that she's like a man in the desert, just be like, God damn it, is there even water existing anymore?
I forget. Do you like boys or do you like girls?
I like girls.
I'm not asking you, jackass.
I feel like why limit myself?
Hey Ray, what do you like?
I like girls, but not small ones. Too small.
What does that mean? Are you like short people shaming? Because I'm a short
No,
people.
like, okay, in 30 Rock, Tina Fey was wearing a really nice pair of jeans once, and her ass looked really good, and they were looking at her walking away. And Jenna Maroney was like, she's got a good butt, and Tracy Jordan was like, too small. And that's
Okay.
how I feel. I want
So
a big butt.
Oh,
Or
he
big
wants a
cock.
girl that would sink a
Okay.
canoe if they sat in it.
That's
Okay.
not nice.
It's accurate. If you were like, that's
Hey,
not
there's
accurate, I'd be like, okay.
Wrong with that.
Is the canoe made of paper? Then yeah, I could
You
understand.
gotta love you some big booty hoes.
The
It's
canoe can
okay.
support 220 pounds.
I'm
Is
it you're
220
sitting in it.
pounds.
Is
And
it
you're
because
sitting
big
in
butts
it.
don't lie? Is that
Yeah,
why you
I'm
like them?
220 pounds. So
Exactly.
That doesn't work.
I am not.
How much is your inflatable waifu?
Depends what kind of air I'm using.
So you have different types of air.
Yeah, different kind of air weighs different weights. Who would have known that? Oh my god, I busted it wide open.
Air.
He's like, I like to fill it with helium when she's on top.
Radon. Radon.
You guys are fucking weirdos.
That way I have the building to myself because it sits on radon detectors.
God damn it, dude. Okay, let's say you fill it with air. So it's like right now the boat weighs. This is for everyone. This is a universal rule. The boat weighs 220 pounds. The person on that boat is how much. That's how much weight it can support. So it has to be you plus that person. So if you're a normal 150 pounds, then you're allowed to date someone who's 70 pounds.
Oh my god.
Then I'm not allowed to date anyone.
But if you're 200 pounds, you got to sleep with a baby because you can only get another 20 pounds.
What if it's Benjamin Button and so it like has an old person thing?
Oh yeah, I don't want anything perverted or molesting
Yeah, because that's
or
not
anything.
weird. A baby with an old
they have to have
face.
Benjamin Button disease. It has to be legal, consensual, and they have to be super old.
You guys are nasty.
Why?
And you should be ashamed of
Hi,
yourself.
we're trying to find a very legal way to, I don't know, make sure love can happen.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
I don't want to explore this anymore. How do we even get here? We're talking. How do we get from
You guys
Kayla's
got here all on your own.
Kayla, do you like boys or girls?
Barely anything.
Kayla has made out with a few chicks because she's curious about her sexuality, but at the end of the day, she wants to go home to a dick. All right,
Not true.
it's exactly true. I can
Not
read
true.
you like
Okay. Kayla
Like a
doesn't.
Tumblr
So you're
blog.
saying Kayla doesn't get enough play from either, so she'd rather have both available.
I think Kayla's been so turned off from men that she's dabbled with women, and she's like, "Oh, that makes me bi now because that's more exotic," and that's exactly how you sound. And yeah, it's like the same thing with you. How you're bisexual, but you just won't admit it.
The
I'm not
things you
bisexual.
don't know.
Yes, you are. If you have sex with someone who's transitioning, that makes you bi.
Can we not talk about this?
This is all I want to talk about. This is what the Uncut's about. It's our sex
I
lives.
prefer to call it orientation brainwashing.
I like to call it orientalation. You stepped on my good joke.
I like women. I missed breasts. I like women.
Hey man, I got breasts. I'm a dude.
Yeah, I'm not counting moobs.
I got breasts. I'm a dude.
It's true.
I have a huge cock.
Uh-oh.
See, that's just confusing to me.
When it's removable, it doesn't matter if it's detachable. Women
No,
or men
it's
are
like
men.
yours. Like I just invert it and it turns into a vagina when I so please, and when I'm bored, I pop it back out.
Do you think people are switching genders just for the pay raise?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I'm just saying. It's nothing permanent.
Wait. The pay raise in what direction?
I mean,
Clearly not the female direction.
No,
No.
first of all, you have to confirm a pay gap exists. A gender-based pay gap.
well, Obama said it, therefore it has to be true because he's never lied to
You know,
us.
Obama also said he's an American citizen, so I
God
don't trust-
damn it! You have better examples. Yeah, he's from Hawaii.
Oh, you mean that country that's that country that state that's not attached to the rest of the country and has to be in its own little square on a map? Right.
Yeah, like Newfoundland. It's own
I was just
fucking
gonna
time
say, I was
zone.
like, well, I mean, technically, Newfoundland hasn't been a part of Canada for a very long time, and if they had their way, they would have never been.
Do you know how long Hawaii's been part of America?
Longer than Newfoundland, probably.
50 years.
Only 50 years?
Maybe less, yeah.
Okay,
Engineer
so
Ray,
it's
look that
similar
up.
Then. That's similar then.
That sounds incorrect, because then why would they
Hey,
have a program?
don't argue it, just look it up. That's your job.
Hawaii.
What am I paying you for?
1959. So what was it before that?
It was Hawaii.
No, but like, then why was it a problem? that
Wow.
Pearl Harbor
It was like
attacked?
Guam. They were just, being raped by the dudes.
Yeah, because Newfoundland was 1949.
Why weren't they a part of Canada? What the fuck were they doing out there?
Newfoundland?
Yeah.
I don't know, living their dreams, not having the rest of Canada steal all their resources, you know.
Oh yeah, that's what's happening. It's not Alberta paying for all the EI in Newfoundland.
Oh no, but
us
then Alberta
stealing
saved
Newfoundland's
Newfoundland.
resources.
That's a thing. Alberta did save Newfoundland after like Ontario and Quebec stole all their resources.
You mean like
Alberta didn't steal anything. Just
the cod fisheries that could only last like 6 years, and then they did last 6 years?
Oh
that
no,
was
but
it?
big businesses can still fish in Newfoundland. It's just small people can't fish in Newfoundland anymore. That was
Except
the
for
problem.
lobster. Lobster's all owned by independent fishermen. They're passed down generation by generation. Do you know
Newfoundland.
there's only 2 things punishable by death in Canadian courts, and one of them is fiddling with lobster traps.
I don't believe you.
Someone's allowed to shoot you if you fuck with their lobster traps. They're real serious about it.
Don't fuck with the lobsters. They're delicious.
Yeah, I caught
And
lobsters the
nutritious.
good way, the regular way, by diving into stormy waters on rock faces and then getting slammed up against the rocks, cutting open the back of my head and getting concussion.
Oh, okay.
It
so
all makes sense now.
Newfoundland wasn't part of
Newfoundland?
Canada.
Yeah,
You
don't
just
say
call it
that.
Newfoundland?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking? It's like people that say
It's not New Finland.
Caribbean
Newfoundland.
instead of Caribbean.
Newfoundland. God damn it. Anyways, they let the people who lived there decide if they want to join Canada.
Yeah, and it was a very, very small margin between.
So here's what
Yeah,
happened.
but until
2%.
then, they were all like, no.
Yeah.
They
They
knocked.
were like, no.
They
And the
knocked.
theory is that it was all rigged.
This is why the people are too stupid to govern themselves. Christ.
Excuse you?
So here's what happened. They went on a fishing boat from Nova Scotia, a beautiful civilized place, to Newfoundland, and they saw a brother-sister couple on a dinghy. And
I'm paying attention now.
Oh my God.
And so they like knocked on their window because they had a fake window, even though it was a dinghy. And we're like, hey, do you guys want to come join us over here? He's like, what's it to you by? And it's like, if you call me gay again, I will punch you straight in the mouth. He's like, what's it mean to you? And he's like, we'll help you guys because you guys obviously don't know what the fuck you're doing out here. And in exchange, you guys will have a connection to the real world, and you'll get things like salt and like clothing.
Oh yeah, because they didn't have salt.
They didn't have good salt refineries. Know what they would do? They'd scrape salt off the rock.
You need to learn your history better because all your facts are not correct.
And then they're like, we're going to introduce you to cool things like the television and the automobile. And like, the automobile? Well, we don't have no roads. Like, we'll help you with that too. It's like, well, we don't have an education system. It's like, we'll help you with that too. Well, we don't have health.
They didn't help them with the roads because they're still too small for cars.
There is a road though, and we did plow it out using horses back in 1953. So that's something. And they haven't been updated since.
Yeah, no, not at all. Like you almost crash into somebody driving downtown.
Actually, no, they were redone during the equalization payments in the 90s, I believe. Because I remember
there's too many buildings around them, so there's no fucking space to widen them.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what you get for living on a narrow archipelago shit rock island. No, it's like Casterly Rock because you can't build. No, it's not. It's like where the fucking.
You can die in a fire.
Where Yara Greyjoy is from.
Hey,
where they we don't sow because it's all rocky and they can't build anything. That's Newfoundland.
Did you know native people used to call...
Shut your whore mouth.
No, did you know native people used to call Newfoundland place of many white people?
That is not wrong. It really used to be like all white people.
Why? When I make up facts, I get reprimanded, and when he makes up facts, you back him up.
Fucking true.
Because even if he was making that up, he's not wrong. Like it used to be all white people when I was younger and would go there.
I have a friend that was born in Labrador, and he's brown.
Place of many white people.
It's not anymore.
Is that what Newfoundland stands for? Is too many white people in Chippewa?
No. Place of.
Okay, how do you say that? Ikarumikaluak.
Sure.
Ikarumikaluak. That's gonna be the new name of our podcast. Oh no, hold on. That means place of many shoals. Wow.
Yeah, the second one is
Kulun.
Oh, that's actually like where my family's from on the Northern Peninsula. That's hilarious.
Kalunasilik. Kalunasilik means too many Kaylas on the dance floor.
There's never enough Kayla on the dance floor.
What if
I am a queen?
Raw came from Kalunasilik?
What if what came from what?
What if Gugu Mabatha Raw came from Kalunasilik?
You guys are terrible.
Hi, I'm Gugu Mabatha Raw from Kalunasilik. No, because she's half black, maybe. Or full black. I don't know. She's a disappointing actress.
Black, I think. No, she's half black.
She's been in one movie I really don't like and another movie I'm not keen on seeing, but I'm going to go watch. But we can't talk about movies because this is the Uncut and we have to talk about porn. Oh, I want to record myself. Oh, no, wait, we have to go back to Kayla Diaries.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to forget about it.
Almost. We almost.
So, Kayla, did you ever write like self-insert like smut fiction involving yourself and some boy you really liked or a fictional character?
How much did you write about me and my smile?
My life. I didn't even remember you as an individual when I was in college.
You must so let off an impression on her other than brown guy.
Not true.
Only colored person in the school.
No, you left no impression because she didn't remember you at all.
No, I was just best friends with his cousin. That's all. That's our only connection.
And you didn't know that?
No, I had no idea.
That's real weird.
I was a very shy person in high school. Like, what do you people want from me?
I was very outgoing. I was friends with everyone, I think.
I was friends with a lot of people, but like Like, if certain people talked to me, I would seriously just go red in the face for no apparent reason. Like, I was such a little shy bitch. I don't even know what happened and how I am not anymore.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the first thing I ever said to you was, Kelly Clarkson, you're a fucking weirdo.
Everyone said I look like Kelly Clarkson. That's actually how I started my love for Kelly Clarkson, because I was like, who is this bitch who apparently looks like
And then
me?
you listen to Since You've Been
Kelly
Gone.
Clarkson?
Like,
And I was just like, no, she was on American Idol. And then I was like, damn, she's more talented than me. I must look up to her.
She lost the first American Idol.
No, she was the first person to ever win American Idol.
No, Justin won, and everyone forgets that.
No, he didn't.
She won
they made that god-awful movie
of American Idol. She is the first person to win him. Inaugural means first, right?
And and her and what's her name, Nuts Country Girl, were the only really two successful people.
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, that one.
I like the black guy that
Ruben stuttered.
I loved Ruben.
No, the black guy who sang the Jigglypuff song and he didn't get on at all.
I just remember the she bang guy.
William Hung. God, I am amazing.
Yeah, good recall.
Thanks.
You just obviously really loved American Idol and you're pretending like you didn't. You're watching the new one, aren't you?
They have a new one? I thought they canceled the show.
Yeah, to pretend and then wait till people pretended like they missed it and then started it up again, and now nobody watches it because it's still garbage.
Fucking geniuses.
Right?
It's so smart.
The Voice does better than it consistently, so...
Do you know why? Because it's that sound when they get the buzzer and they spin around. It's such an enthusiastic moment. Also, people are tired of Simon Cowell being mean to people on American Idol. They wanted something friendly.
But he's not even on it anymore.
I know. But that was how the show got its reputation. On The Voice, they're all nice.
Yeah, but it's their relationships with each other within the coaches are what makes it funny. Nobody cares about the contestants.
I agree. I've never seen the show.
I only watched this season because Kelly Clarkson's on it. Speaking of.
I was Kelly, when you were posting to your Tumblr, did you go listening to as your tag and Kelly Clarkson Since You've Been Gone or Because of You or...
No, I never did the whole list. Like, I never used Tumblr properly. All I did was
I think that was LiveJournal, actually, but yeah.
Me. I had LiveJournal too. I forgot about LiveJournal.
I had that too.
Yours. I'm gonna fucking
LiveJournal was even more emo.
Yeah.
Find my what? LiveJournal or my...
Oh, yeah. I'm going to find it.
You won't find my LiveJournal.
I can.
That had the stupidest fucking name. It never had my real name on it.
It doesn't matter.
Was it Kayla Quinn _8?
No. Kayla Quinn's a new name.
Only 7 more possibilities to go.
I wish I was smart enough to start out with the Kayla
unless
Quinn
she was
name.
Kayla Quinn 0.
Ooh.
Oh, I think...
Or just underscore.
The legends say that Kayla Quinn 0 doesn't exist. And Kayla Quinn Null once existed, but she was consumed by Kayla Quinn 3.
I don't even remember what my LiveJournal was. What was my LiveJournal? Damn.
It was something. It was a reference to an Evanescence lyric. I bet you. You fucking.
It wasn't. It was lame.
So you're reading your old Tumblr posts. What kind of stuff are you writing about? And Ray, don't ask leading questions because you want answers. You pervert.
Oh my god.
We any fanfic about boys? Can you read it?
No. Well, it was just honestly all it was just quotes about like falling in love and finding a person and me being mad because this girl was stalking me on there and being really mean to me. All of her and her friends used to leave me anonymous comments that were like super mean.
Who's the girl? What's her name?
I'm not gonna say her name. We're actually friends now.
Call her out. I'll fucking find her.
No, she's really sweet. It was just the guy in between us that was a lying piece of shit.
Who's the girl? Who's the guy?
The guy's not worth talking about because he's a garbage human, and I hope.
What's his name? Is it Chris?
No.
Is it Steven?
No.
Is it John?
It's the guy I dated for like 4.5 years.
Those are the names, the most common white names I can think of.
This one's actually a really white one too. Wow.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It was Timmy?
No.
Jimmy.
He didn't say Timmy.
Jimmy.
Oh, you dated a guy named Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, was he a fucking Irish Catholic too?
No.
Was he Italian?
No.
No, we don't have Italians where we're from.
It wasn't in Alberta. This was in BC.
It doesn't matter. And now tell us about the girl. What's her name?
No.
What does it rhyme with?
No, I'm not saying her name. She's a really sweet person, but her friends hated me. I don't even know if she actually put stuff. I think it was just her friends. Which, I mean, to be fair, they were picking up for their friend because, like, some shit went down.
I'm going to call it this BC bitch who's picking on you.
No, you're not.
You're going to go, listen, you salmon-eating, Asian friend having probably...
yeah, that sounds correct.
Overly rent-paying Vancouverite. How dare you?
Anyways, we're getting really off topic.
How dare you think you could run game on Miss KQ? How dare you? Not only did she take your man, but she'll take your man again. She'll take your man and the guy you like. And while she's banging them, she's going to record them on Snapchat being like, hey, that BC bitch, she ugly bitch. You know why? Because she can. And you tried to fuck with her by leaving her anonymous comments, you coward! We're going to find out who you are, make billboards about what you did, and then shave off your hair consensually, because that would be assault otherwise.
It's only a leading question if I'm hoping it's well written.
Ray, you can't respond to things that happened 20 minutes ago. Okay, it's not going to work.
I can.
No, not everyone has this recall.
Time linearly.
You know, you've never existed in a linear timeline.
No, I have not.
You were living in BC at the time, I take it?
Yeah.
And this BC bitch and her posse started leaving you or negging you on your tumb.
Anyways, that's besides the point. Most of my blog, all it is, as you digress, as you always do, is me just being super fucking emo and upset and down on myself, and then being like, I don't care what anyone thinks of me, while secretly caring what everyone thought of me.
Wait. Is this proof negging works on women? Because now she's defensive about them. And so
yeah, she's defending them, making fun of her. She's like,
I'm not defending them. I'm defending the one girl because I understand why she did it. But her friends are cunts, so that's fine.
She was mad at you for stealing her man. I get that. But, but... it doesn't mean you should be anonymous about it. If some, guys never stolen.
I agree. Like, if you're going to say something, fucking say it to my face. I totally agree.
I don't know how I'd handle that because I've never had a guy steal my girlfriends. You know, like it's never really been an issue because I'm such an awesome boyfriend.
I love that steal word.
I know how you deal with this, okay? So the guy who stole her from you, you just asked to hang out with him. And you go to the train station and you're like, I could push you over right now.
Wow.
What the fuck?
And then you just leave like that.
What weird anime role-playing game did you get that from?
What you do
real
is
life? Real life?
You befriend them, and then you make them see how awesome of a person you are, and then you make them feel bad about being an asshole.
Yeah, true story. Okay, every girl I've ever dated.
Where you imply you might push them.
You don't.
That's stupid.
Also,
how do they know to fear you? How do they know to fear you?
That's not how you build a proper relationship you don't build it out of fear, man.
You can't manipulate somebody who's scared of you. You manipulate people who trust you.
Wait, I thought we were saying how to get back at someone who stole your girl.
No. Well, it's called emotional torment, not physical. Physical goes away, but if you make somebody mentally upset about things, that lasts forever.
I wonder if I've ever created any internet catty fights over me leaving a girl for another girl, because I would love that.
Do that often, do you?
I once had two girls fight over me when I was in grade 1 about who would be my partner for recess.
Well, the internet didn't exist, so.
And it ruined me for the rest of my life, and I just picked girls against each other ever since then.
My God.
Not true.
I know it's a shitty situation. Don't ever get.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been on your side, Kay, where I've just stolen a girl from every girl I've ever dated. I've stolen.
Yeah,
from
but see,
someone.
you probably didn't really care that much. That's actually probably out of all the things that I've ever done in my life was my biggest regret, and karma really fucked me up for it. So I got mine.
How did karma screw you over?
I dated a monster for 4.5 years.
What? How would you say he was a monster? Would he turn into a monster?
He's a narcissistic sociopath who made me feel like shit on a consistent basis and did not care.
Oh, so that's what you see in me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a type.
Were you tumbling while you were in this relationship?
Yeah, I started before. So I started. Yeah, no, actually, I was actually reading some stuff back on that, and I was like, so many signs.
Because
So
I'm curious to
many
see how
signs.
your posts changed from before you started dating to during your dating and then after your breakup.
Well, I wasn't tumbling. So basically, I stopped during our relationship because I didn't really write very much anymore because I was just so fucking fucked up in the head about myself.
You had an emotional outlet, positive or negative. You had something to put your emotion out on, so you didn't really
And I
need the
stopped using it,
catharsis.
which made no sense.
No, I mean, like in the real world, like it was causing you so much emotion that you didn't need to relive or get any catharsis from doing it on the internet. So you were getting your emotional fill to the point where you probably didn't want to think about it on your free time. Would that be a fair way to put it?
You didn't need to reflect on it.
Yes.
Or I was too scared to reflect on it.
Yeah, you're
I would have
emotionally
to
exhausted.
Yeah.
accept the fact that it was a garbage relationship and I should have gotten out of it. a
It's
lot
pronounced
sooner.
accept, but whatever.
Psychology hour with Kayla. Woo!
So while during your black time, like how are your posts right before you finished and right when you came back? How do those differ?
I never came back. I never started using Tumblr again.
Oh wow! So you just abandoned it after that relationship and never returned?
Yeah,
to
like
the Tumblr?
I kind of turned it into like a health thing, like talking about health and nutrition, and then I just stopped in general.
Oh.
Like, let's see what my last post was. Hold on.
All of these will be shared individually on ROFLcast over the next 2 years.
Oh, then I just started sharing my YouTube videos and my actual blog where I don't write things about my emo life.
So what
was
kind
the
of
last actual post?
what was the saddest thing you wrote on your Tumblr or the saddest thing you posted, a meme or otherwise?
Oh my god, so many. Like it's like I was looking
don't have to
back and I was
pick
like,
Go ahead.
what?
You don't have to pick like the worst one, but like give us an example of one, and if it's an Evanescence quote, even better.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, hold on. There's
How many
I
30
shared
seconds
so
to Mars
many.
gifts did you have?
I never shared music stuff though. Like I would
Interesting.
share a song, like some Britney Spears and shit, but it was never.
Emo-y songs.
Yeah,
I attached the emo.
that was my live journal.
Okay, because I attached like the emo posts to emo music, I guess, in my head.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
give us
am I the only one who's never blogged out their life?
yeah, but you're autistic, so you don't have to. You store it in
Yeah,
a computer. That is your brain, and then you can recite it word for word if ever asked about it.
Isn't Kayla vaguely autistic?
No.
No, she's
Thank you
just
though.
emotionally damaged and sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been fucking
I
through a
think
lot of
for
shit.
women
is
they
all.
appear the same.
Yeah, I guess so. Autistic girls are like really cool, so you can tell that's how Kayla isn't.
Is not. She's a loser.
I like autistic
Oh.
girls.
I thought Kayla was cooler than you, though.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
are we
you have-
saying artistic or autistic?
Both.
No.
Okay, 'cause I'm artistic, but I'm not autistic.
Yeah, did you? Now I'm curious of which one you said because I was saying autistic, like autistic.
I was saying autistic.
Mm.
Okay. It
Yeah,
sounded
we
like
would
when you
never
said
discuss-
artistic at some- I was like, what?
We would never discuss how artistic a girl is. How dare you?
Hey, I
Yeah.
learned from Super Seducer that is the compliment you give women.
What the fuck is Super Seducer?
You call them
It is
artistic
a
or
pickup
autistic?
artist game that uses live footage, camera shot footage, and you have to pick the choice that will get the women keep talking to you.
It's a really good idea. I wish
It
I
is
thought of
terrible.
that. I wish I made that. Yeah, that's stupid. That's the dumbest thing.
No,
I've ever
there are
heard.
really bad choices too that are fully filmed, like start touching yourself during the conversation.
Oh my god,
And
that's
try
how
to
Louis
look up her
C.K. got in
skirt.
trouble.
He asked.
Pity.
Yeah. Is there a button
Yeah.
that you can you play the girl side and like have a button to revoke consent?
There is no girl side. I'm assuming there is no consent during all of it to begin with.
I
because
think if people made
it's a
realistic.
shady British guy.
Okay, so it's probably the person who makes like fake taxi and shit.
Yeah, let's see. Super Seducer. How
Is
to
this
talk to-
porn related? Is this porn? Are we talking about porn?
It's close.
Are you
enough.
trying to
Oh,
segue
God
into your
damn it,
porn
you did it.
conversation?
How did
Bad
you
segue.
fucking rope me in, you son of a bitch? You got me in a porn. Kayla, you have to read us at least one of your Tumblr.
All right. Here's a picture quote that I shared.
Okay.
It says, there is something beautiful about all scars. Whatever nature, a scar means the hurt is over, the wound is closed and healed, done with. So I post shit like that. Yeah, exactly. Respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy. Hashtag help. Hashtag respect. Hashtag love.
Wow. You're like my ex vague booking after our breakup. Jesus Christ, but that's just you normally.
Is this something all teenage girls do?
No, it's something all adult women do. Apparently 29-year-old women do too.
Now.
Huh?
Yeah, look at
now
this guy.
I just tell people. Now I'm just like, oh, you're a fucking asshole. I hate you. Go away.
Now I want to hear something that you wrote, not just like something you shared.
Well, everything I wrote is actually long, though.
Read us an excerpt. Excerpt.
Oh, Jesus.
An excerpt.
Yeah, just remove one paragraph.
Hold on.
Well, we can talk while you're doing that.
I said paragraph like organ graft. Damn. But no, look at this guy. He looks like a date rapist.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, that guy looks like a guy I work with, and he's for sure a date rapist.
And like, look, he has like models that have just dead eyes just sitting next to him in these like bedroom shots.
Yeah, women that are
because
paid.
He explains to you why the choice was wrong after you pick it. Or
listen, if a girl's wearing a ton of makeup, it's because they need to wear a ton of makeup. All right, if a girl's not wearing a ton of makeup, that's a girl you go after because that's how you have to wake up to. I want to be able to bang a girl in the shower without her face melting away and revealing that she's Asian. You know.
Why Asian though?
Because have you seen the transformations Asian girls go through when they put on makeup?
Oh, didn't we do this thing?
We're gonna do it again. That's what that means. Because the lesson didn't stick.
No. Look at this. Say it's no problem at all, and you can even come twice a day. I assume it's like helping her water a plant or something. Tell her you're a little busy this week. Say you'll do it for a blowjob, unzips pants.
So for the listeners, Ray's describing some of the options
looking
in this
after
game.
her pussy. Oh, it's feeding her cat. Okay.
And all of them are innuendo. I wouldn't say any of these. I would be speaking in Elvish the whole time.
Sure, what are friends for? Or I'm a little busy this week if you don't actually want to do it.
I'm really like upset you're sharing this with us. You know what? This actually explains your love woes. This is why you're dating a 43 Russian guy.
This just came out like 2 weeks ago.
And somehow it like surmises everything wrong with you.
No, it doesn't.
Do you see this?
I'm in a loving relationship.
Do you see this screen when you talk to people?
No. I see the Persona 4 screen when I talk to people. Actually, Persona 5, now that that's out. Or Dynamic, anyways.
But you do see some sort of heads-up display. We can
no, I do not.
It is confirmed. Ray the robot sees that shit.
Having an imagination.
Kayla, are you ready to read? Because we have burnt enough time. I'm not going to spend any more time on Ray's shit.
It's not even mine. I found it.
It's just like a lot of shit about acting and stuff. And then I did like blog challenges where you say things each day. You want to hear what my pet peeves were? Like,
yep,
it's not.
Let's do it.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. So this was apparently day 9 of whatever fucking blog challenge I was doing.
Day 9. Good streamer. Check him out on Twitch.
Says pet peeves: lying, gum smacking. People who complain all in capital letters the damn time.
Okay, who's a specific person you're describing right now? Because you're writing this about someone.
No,
gum smacking is so fucking specific. There's not like a lot of people.
So annoying. People who expect you to listen to them but never listen to you.
Me.
Hypocrites.
Me.
Bad actors who keep getting good roles and ruining them. A little chip on my shoulder back then. Not gonna lie. People who don't.
They don't cast Asians overall. It does so, no.
True.
I say they have too many Asians.
Wow.
In Asia.
Everywhere.
Yeah. People who don't work for what they get in real life.
Yeah, you're specifically talking about one person who got a roll over you who smacks their gum.
No, this is probably a number of people. You have no idea how many people in my life are fucking. Like, too many. I probably shouldn't have these people in my life.
You know what that means, right?
No, the more this goes on...
I'm a bitch?
The more this goes on, it kind of sounds like you're jelly of someone. Were you jelly?
Yeah, it sounds like the problems you care.
The acting stuff was, like, insecurity. Why would I be jealous of gum smacking? That's ridiculous.
No,
Because
because
you wanna
people
be
like
that
them because even though they gum smack. So you're mad
No.
that they have such an obvious flaw, but it gets overlooked by everyone.
I never thought I'd say this, but Ray's onto something.
No, you're really not.
No, I think we're tapping in.
The acting stuff, definitely a chip on my shoulder for that
What
stuff.
scares you? Why would you be vulnerable with us, Kayla?
I'm always vulnerable.
Oh,
That's
really?
how I get acting roles.
What do you
'cause I have
fear?
vulnerability. Failure.
Being mugged by someone with darker skin.
No, actually.
Oh, so
That's
you wouldn't
my
have any
kink.
problem with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you live? What time do you get off work? And
Yellow's not darker. That's like a lateral move from white. Okay, what be some more of your pet peeves that you hate about this one specific person? You got to roll.
Loud people when I'm trying to sleep. Which that was because of my neighbors. I had the worst neighbors in the whole fucking world. One of them was actually a germaphobe, and his girlfriend was like super depressed. So they would get into fights all the time, and he would yell at her for not peeing correctly. Like it was fucked.
oh yeah,
Why'd
he wouldn't pee all over his chest.
No, because if she didn't like he would watch her go to the bathroom, and if she didn't like wipe herself correctly or get into the shower right after or do something, he would start screaming bloody murder. Like
Seems
you
normal.
swear somebody just killed his dog. Like it was fucked up. Like I could write a book about it. It was terrifying.
Kayla's tips to a healthy relationship. Watch the hygiene of your partner like a hawk and respond with anger if they don't do the process right.
It was so weird. I was like, all I could think of is like, how does she go pee? If somebody was watching me try to go to the bathroom, I'd never be able to go.
Yeah, I thought girls just kind of decided what they're going to do like while they do it. Like if they have to poop, they can just start pooping. And whereas guys plan it, right? Like we're either sitting or we're standing. We're making commitment. So I figured that's why it's like real.
Yeah,
like
I
don't want
just
to watch a
start
girl pee.
peeing like this. I couldn't just be like, I gotta pee. Let's just do it right here.
If I
Well,
had
I
to
guess
sit down
that's
and
a good
pee,
thing
I would
she was a
accidentally poop
girl.
all the time.
Oh my God.
I sit down to pee so I can read books.
Jesus Christ, dude! Audiobooks and look at your dick. All right, spend some time with him. Treat him right.
No.
Take him out
No.
for dinner once in a
South
while.
Park said the way you're supposed to use a toilet is that you face the thingy that you can put your milk and your comic books on,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Yeah, no, that's wrong and
The
Oh my
disgusting.
God.
I'm thinking about like a damp rim touching the edges of my penis.
I just felt so uncomfortable.
Anyway, keep reading about your pet peeves. 'cause-
There's only one more. Apparently, animal cruelty really pissed me off in that moment. So,
That's a shame
Oh, you
because
mean
I
it
am
doesn't
going
anymore?
What?
well, oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, it used to bother me. Now I'm cool.
It's just it seems kind of like out of the place. Out
Yeah.
of place in this.
Because you're
It used to
talking
bother
about
me.
one.
Now I run dog fights.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about one person. I'm talking about many people.
Yeah, you're talking
I know
about
a
two
lot of people who
people.
do the gum smacking thing.
That one
It's like
person
what
in
is
your
it,
neighbor.
mesophobia or what is it called when you don't like when people make loud noises?
Misactophobia.
That's
Being
not
a
what it is.
bitch.
I'm
sorry, I don't
that's
like
a
loud-
scientific
Wow.
term.
No,
Soman,
that's not
I don't like the way you treat women, Soman.
You're on my hit list
You mean
now,
this
boy.
woman? This
No,
woman.
I mean all
I'm
of
not a
them.
woman.
I have never seen you be mean to me ever.
That's true.
That's incorrect.
And I
I
mean
feel
to
like
you all
there's
the
a
time.
really big sign of sexist behavior going on here, and I am triggered.
Yeah, that we've created a
I said Kayla was cooler than you, so
Okay, but
Yeah.
that's a fact.
the token cool girl trope. You would, Soman.
Anyways, I've embarrassed myself enough. Talk about how you want to be in porn.
All right, I want to be in porn.
it's not hard. Just
It is hard.
But it has to
That's
be when
why,
you're in porn.
yeah. That's why I want to be in porn because it is hard. What happens after a man comes, Kayla Quinn?
They die.
Whoa!
it is called the small death by the French.
Yeah. They die for
They
at
are
least
notoriously
15
the
minutes.
world's worst lovers. So
They die for at least 15 minutes, and then they need a sandwich, and then they need to sleep for another 15 minutes, and then if they're a good man, they can do it again.
Whoa, what's this long break? What the fuck? No,
yeah.
you just
I know.
pound a Gatorade.
Exactly.
You pound a Gatorade and you're good.
What about? Have you
Oh,
heard
I
instances? Have you heard mythical tales of men who, once they have an erection, it's just there. It's just there. You can come 100 times and it'll just be there. And they can blast a load and just keep on pumping. Have you heard mythical tales of these creatures?
No.
Okay,
They
guess
don't
what?
exist.
Guess what?
What?
They exist.
No, they don't.
They're real.
I've gone 3 times in a row.
Are they called vibrators?
They're called Achilles.
Highly doubt that, sir.
No, I've gone 3 times in a row. It can happen. You just have to prep.
And Solomon's a fucking chump. Imagine a stud like
As
me.
if you don't have to stop in between. You can't have a
dated
multiple
more girls
orgasm
than you.
situation like
You sweet simple fool. Not only can I do this, but I have women that will back this up. Several women that will back this up. Women that
bring one of them on the podcast. 'cause I don't
women that hate me. If
All
you
right.
ask them this, they'll be like, oh, tell me about Achilles. Like, oh, he's a fucking piece of shit. He is aloof. He doesn't communicate. He just wants to be in his own world. God, I hate him. How's he in bedroom though? Can he just like keep on going like the Energizer Buddy? He's like, oh yeah, that motherfucker's a machine. Straight.
All right, prove it. Proof or it didn't happen.
Okay, I will have every girl I've ever fucked on the show.
Weren't you supposed to have a girl guest at some point? You keep promising and teasing it.
Yeah,
Mean her?
Kayla. She's been here for weeks, Ray. Jesus, you would have acknowledged her.
I know, what
She's
am I
a person, Ray.
I'm saying on top of that furniture.
On top?
Oh, yum.
You guys missed the part where I called Kayla furniture.
No, don't call her furniture.
Am I at least a chassé lounge?
You're not.
No,
Listen,
you're
guys,
a shitty ottoman.
stop
we found
it.
out that.
Guys, stop it. She is not
How
furniture,
dare
okay? Furniture is helpful.
It's funny because it's true.
Furniture is
Furniture
helpful.
is worth money to people.
Ouch! If I was sold on the black market, I would sell. I have a very tight vagine.
Well, that's great. So let me tell you about these mythical. I call them seahorses because they have like horses have the biggest
the man
cocks.
carries the babies.
And
Yeah.
no, because there's like how like there's plenty of fish in the sea.
No,
These
there's
are the
not anymore.
seahorses.
It's global
You know what I mean?
warming.
You know what I mean, dog? You know what I'm talking about?
Just say great white, dude. Like
We're the
like
great.
shark.
No. There's nothing white about it. I'll call myself the Great Caramel Adventure. Listen,
You're like SpongeBob.
the dick is magnifique. The game is on point. I need to be in a porno. People look at me, they're like, that man is no lover. That man is no Don Juan. But guess what? I might be Osama on the streets, but I'm Osama in the sheets too.
But here's the major question.
Yeah.
Is your sex face when you come ugly or sexy? Because I think that's important.
It doesn't
when
need
comes
to show his
porn.
face.
It's sexy. I look like a brown Matthew McConaughey. I have like a bit of a half smile and it like reveals itself on my
Wait,
face.
when he lost
And
all the
because-
weight or before he lost all the weight?
First of all, Matthew
Take a guess.
McConaughey is ugly.
Yeah, but
Hey,
he has a nice,
he's not.
he has a nice relaxed smile, and that's what gets
He's
him by.
not.
Who's that guy who played Chandler on Friends? I think you're more of a brown him.
Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, I've actually
You are
gotten that a
not
lot.
Matthew Perry.
Like my whole life.
Oh, I actually just pulled that out of nowhere.
That's weird because I've heard that like 1,000 times in my
I was
life.
like,
Yeah, since the age
who
of like
looks
6.
like a lame, non-threatening Matthew McConaughey? Oh, Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry.
I think it's because I'm loud and spastic and neurotic that people are just like, oh yeah, no, you're Chandler from Friends. I'm like, I like to think of myself more as a Rachel, but okay.
Nope, I am. Fuck you.
Shut up, Phoebe.
I wish. She
so-
doesn't care about anything. God
Shut
bless.
up, Newman.
you're fucking Newman. You're Chinese Newman.
I'm actually the monkey thing.
What was
No,
his name?
I'm Kramer because
Ampersand?
I shout things at black people.
And you eat salad in the or you make salad in the shower
Oh my god.
to save on water.
I never watched Seinfeld.
If you did, that joke would be twice as funny. Because it's a reference. All right, Ray, play the reference sound.
Bwah, bwah, bwah.
Ray, I would like you to set up the soundboard on your computer and for you to play drops randomly. And because
Pew, I thought that was my gig.
yeah, no, we will have drops that feature your voice, but Soma's the one that's in charge, and he's gonna play
Deal.
these drops.
Soundboard.com. Okay.
It's called Resonance.
Yeah, I know. I linked it to you.
Okay, well, why don't you fucking install it then?
Because you're the one who I want this and I want Kayla to be on it because women are good at technology. Because I don't underestimate them at all.
You're being really mean towards women tonight, and I'm
being really mean towards you. There's a difference.
No.
I have a vagina that makes me but I'm a woman.
You don't represent
women
your
are
sex.
people.
No.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Kayla's been screaming that she's a dude for the last fucking hour. And then the second that Raymond treats her like a dude, she's like, I am a woman! How dare you!
That's quality.
Yeah, Kelly, you want a dick, you have to take all the shit that comes with it.
Thanks a lot. You've broken me, Ray.
Listen,
I meant to say you're more than a person. You're a superhero.
You sound like a really good race car when you cry. I once drove
it my first time like that.
That sounds like a Maserati just going down the track. The way you cry.
Brum.
Yeah, no, you ruined it.
I don't care. I ruined my life. I'll ruin this too.
Speaking of ruining my life, I want to be in this porno because I need people to see, like, I have a superpower and I need to share it with the world. I don't want to fuck a million women. I don't need the attention. I just need the attention of that people know that I can do this, because I feel like I'm like missing out sharing my gift with the world. It's like if you're an amazing singer, at least make one YouTube video of you doing some Bruno Mars to your friend, right?
So just make like a high quality sex tape.
I have made several and I'm too scared to post them.
Well, that's
also you don't have consent.
I have I have consent from 3 women, but I have visual representation of my lovemaking with every girl I've ever hooked up with, essentially.
Wow.
Damn.
I'd be like,
how do you swing that? Do you just say, yo, let me pull out my phone?
No, I'm like, selfie real quick before you start making out if I have a good vibe. And then if it doesn't go well, I delete my phone by smashing it repeatedly to get my anger out.
Wow.
And then I burn that in the body and I move on to the next one.
Okay, but do you edit it out if she queefs or not?
Oh my god!
A lot of girls queef. Okay, here's the thing. When you have a big dick and you're just like, you do a lot of like foreplay to get the thing vroom. You gotta like start the engine. And I think a good way to start the engine is to massage it out. You know what I mean? And so when you like give them, you want to be impressive on the first thrust. Like you're not going to do it the whole time, but you want them to know what's up. You got to set the parameters. Because usually they'll give like people like they start with a little shallow dick and then a little bit more and a little bit more, a little bit more, just the tip. For me, I'm like, no. I'm going to get you ready for this. But when I'm going in, I'm going balls deep just so you know the gamut of what's happening. It's like how the biggest drop on the roller coaster is always the biggest, right?
What are you talking about?
I like seeing the gap.
Flying, her pleasure matters.
Wow!
God damn it. Jesus Christ.
It all makes sense to me now, Ray.
Ray, when you have sex, no one's happy. No one's having any pleasure.
The dog is happy.
Oh, God.
They're just like, I hope he jackrabbits the shit out of this and gets it over so I can just go to sleep. That's the kind of sex you have.
No, I prefer to eat a girl out over getting anything done to me.
Well, I guess that's the upside to your issues, I suppose.
It's only because he can't afford sushi, that poor sack of shit. He's so Asian.
I don't even like
pussy.
Fish.
He's so Asian, he'll stick his noodles in a pussy in case he runs out of fucking fish sauce.
I mean, it is there.
That would work.
Why am I here?
Anyway, I want to be in a porn, but obviously I want it to be high quality. I want it to be themed, and I was wondering if you guys could help me pick a theme for my porno.
Black Ninja.
You don't want it to be Lord of the Rings?
I mean, I'm not going to desecrate my Lord of the Rings library. I've recreated every scene of Lord of the Rings in a sexual way. So, mostly by myself. Well, by mostly, I mean entirely. And I'm going to save that for my wedding day because Lord of the Rings is very special to me. So I was just thinking about something fun.
You're a
sexy.
Somali pirate.
Done.
Okay. You kidnapped some pure white girl.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't like that because that seems a little rapey. I need to be desired.
That's very obvious.
Yeah. I kind of need some.
What do you mean? He's brown. How is it obvious? I don't get it.
I want to be Faye Ray. I don't want her to be the monkey, if that makes sense.
Okay. No, I got nothing. You want to dress up like Curious George?
No, but I did have a girl. I dated lots of girls actually that were just like bigger than me, just like taller and curvier and whatever. And they would carry me around on their shoulders, and it was great. Just climb up buildings.
I
and stuff.
believe there is.
I had one girlfriend. She was like a foot taller than me. I'm like, babe, can you get something off the top shelf? And she's like, yeah, no, I will do that. And then it just became a thing. And we'd walk around. She put her hand on the small of my back.
You know what? Nothing makes a person feel more alone when they're too short to reach the top shelf. I'm just gonna.
So this is called something. This is called lift and carry, where tall women hold up shorter guys as they're getting fucked.
Yeah, that's never happened. I've just like dealt with the fucking spider legs and like had them like, hey, you hold on to the ceiling lamp and I'll just like bang you. You just hold on to it like a sloth. Put your feet and your arms up there so your body is like 3 feet above the ground if the ceiling's 8 feet tall, and then I'll just bang that swing over and over again until the ceiling falls out.
Oh, why am I here?
We're talking about love making, Kayla. You just wouldn't get it. Right, this is romance.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't.
But if you guys were to think of a fun theme for a porno, what do you guys think it would be?
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
no, then he has to pay rights.
Peter Dinklage.
You have to pay rights. I think you guys can think of more like interesting ones. Like you need to stop that.
Stop.
No, just because it's so accurate, we're gonna get a copyright claim again and get taken down. Like our cover of Two Become One somehow got flagged, got taken down.
No way, it did not. Are you serious?
I added the backing music after, and even us singing over it, they're like, "Nope, that's too close to the original." I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's hilarious! I was so bad at that.
And not only that, we were singing. What was that?
Fast food mascots. You get to be Ronald McDonald because you're a clown, but also you're doing whiteface, so it's a layered thing, and you're plowing the Wendy's girl.
Oh, yeah, the Wendy's girl's 14 and Ronald McDonald's 35. I'm not into that. Now, if it's a Hamburglar who's 16, then I'm into it.
Is the Hamburglar 16? I don't believe this.
Yeah, how about Grimace? He's immortal. He is 5,000 years old.
Are there other girl fast food things?
The bird, the Tweety bird from McDonald's.
You mean Birdie?
That's her name?
I mean like primary mascot.
I don't know. I was thinking like something like Biker Mice from Mars.
Wendy's has a female person.
We said Wendy. We were talking about Wendy and she's a teenager.
I know. I wasn't listening to you because you guys bored me for a minute.
The Burger King is transgender. Does that count?
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah, he's actually the Dairy Queen. As well.
Oh.
Just depending on the day. Do you remember that Canadian like fucking cartoon? And it was about like a detective who was a guy, but he was a superhero at night, and it was a girl. He was actually a girl.
No.
I'll see if I find a screenshot. You recognize it. But there
are a bunch of girls in the BK Kids Club.
No, you are making this so dangerous. All right, you are on enough lists.
You just have to cosplay it. You don't have to do anything else.
Yeah, but it's like if I did a Rugrats porno, it'd still be weird because they're babies.
That would be really weird. Except for when they're adults. There's an adult version of
No, there's a teenager version.
Yeah, but they'd be adults now.
Yeah, BK Kids Club would be adults.
So you want it to be like the second part of It, where it's like fast forward in the future?
I don't want it at all. I don't want Rugrats at all. I'm just defending the
I don't know. You're giving me a lot of pitches for Rugrats. So, it would have been if it was a future type. Get out of here.
I'm just trying to make you sound less creepy, my friend.
Okay, I know that there's a lot of those Avengers. Avengers is the most ambitious crossover of all time. And then it goes like God, and then it shows a platypus. Or it'll show a picture of... Johnny Bravo meeting the Scooby-Doo crew or something, like some random crossover that doesn't exist will be photoshopped in.
Remember the Flintstones Jetson movie? It was so good.
Yeah, that was a great crossover. I didn't like the thing between Barney and Pebble and Judy. Thought that was a little weird. He's married, but whatever. Yeah,
that was a little weird.
Real bizarre when you comment on someone's daughter more than once.
Yeah,
apparently that was okay back then.
Well, it was.
I'm pretty sure there was an episode where Fred Flintstone's boss was straight up like, "I'd like to fuck your wife."
You mean every episode?
Yeah, I think that was like one of the main premises. All right, guys, let's get brainstorming. We need a porno idea, and we need it quick. Start spitballing. Let's think about.
But do you want to be like fantasy or like a real life situation?
No, fantasy. It has to be. Let's think of some pop culture stuff we can exploit to make a porno.
Okay.
Fraggle Rock.
Weird.
Oh my
no.
God, what is with you and the children thing?
Well, hey,
What are you talking about? Frank
Rock
Rock.
is not for children, Frank.
Yeah,
Rock
they were
is
all
for
adults.
ages.
It's a children's show.
Yeah, but it was
not-
about adults. It's like the Wiggles. They're all adults. They
Can we just
do a
have something
kid
that's
show.
not connected to children in any way possible?
Okay,
Like
Spawn.
Teletubbies? Spawn.
Spawn fucking a Teletubby. Done.
Oh my God.
No, but you're the fat clown from Spawn.
Violator.
Yeah, exactly. He has the right name. It works.
Violator. I barely know her. It's like, and the Teletubby's like, but Tinky Winky wants to know you. And then
Which
the son,
Teletubby's the one with the purse?
a Tinky Winky.
Okay.
And then the son winks and throws out a condom. Oh wait, the son's a baby. I forgot. God damn it, Ray. They have to make a baby.
Okay, Yo Gabba Gabba instead.
Yo Gabba Gabba is disgusting, and we're not. In fact, I don't want you ever bringing up that show again.
Power Ranger porn.
Power
been
Ranger
done.
porn. That's the one.
It's been done though. Several
Yeah.
times.
But he can do it better.
But have they ever crossed over Power Rangers with Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Oh, well, there,
Oh.
You go. There you go.
I was working on it in Sony Vegas, but
All right, let's write a porno.
All right.
Tommy, because I'm obviously Tommy. When he's
Obviously.
Green Ranger, not White Power Ranger. That was White Power Ranger is such a bad idea.
Why are you being so racist against the White Power Ranger?
Because he was a falcon. He used to be a dragon.
he was
Yeah,
a
fair.
tiger, and then he was
Dragons
a
are better.
He was a tiger after he was a falcon, you ass.
No, he was a tiger before he was a falcon.
No, they had the movie and they introduced the White Ranger in the movie. Then after the movie,
No,
when
they didn't. That
defeated
was-
Victor Ooze, then they went on and did
Ivan
that.
Ooze. You don't even remember this fucking movie.
You're right.
Watch it once a month.
Oh, really? How about this? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Something's come up and it's burst our bubble.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's the one song you know? That's the one sing-along
Hey,
you can win in?
also it close to Van Halen's Dreams.
Dreamweaver.
It's a different song, but thank you. I believe you can get me through.
I got mad
the
segues.
night. You mean by misconstruing artists?
No,
Hey,
by just
sing
singing
it-
a song
Also,
that has
you're
a word
incorrect.
associated.
The movie
That's
came
nothing
out
to do
June
with the artist.
30th, 1995. White Light, October 17th and 18th, 1994. I got you, buddy.
What's
Done.
White Light?
White Light is when he becomes a tiger.
I thought that was
Green
the name
No
of
More, he
Hitler's
lost
lantern.
his powers, and then 5 episodes later, White Light, he became White Tiger.
Oh, shit. I thought, no, hold on. I thought
You cannot pull me on surprise by this.
All right, hold up. I thought he got depowered as the Green Ranger and then came back
Yes.
as a Red Ranger.
Nope.
He was a White Ranger first, and then he was a
White Ranger first.
and then they got upgraded for the movie where he became the Falcon. And then when
movie
they
is
came back,
non-canon.
he became the Red Ranger, right?
The movie is non-canon, but
To all of you
the
who are
ninja
still
powers
awake,
happened in the show
congratulations.
at the start of season 3, and then yes, they lost their morphin powers, and he became the Red Zeo Ranger. Yes, after he got de-aged. And
Oh, okay. Oh, he got
Then he
de-aged,
got
so
re-aged.
now you're into. This is why you're into the Power Rangers porno, because they can de-age them. You
no, they got
sicko.
de-aged, and then they got re-aged up.
This was
But-
my idea. Thank you.
No,
Yeah, but he
they
wants to
left-
turn into Muppet Babies Fuckfest.
No, here's the fucking thing. They left their yellow Power Ranger, who was black at the time, in
Disgusting.
Africa while she was de-aged, and
Racist.
they swapped her with a different black girl.
Yeah,
Like in
you
the
can do
show,
that.
they swapped her with a different character who was also a black girl,
It's called slave exchange. You drop one off, you pick up a new one. People do it all the time.
including their entire family.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously need the family labor. We're not monsters here. Jesus.
Actually, I don't know if
You
they took
kind
her
of
family
are.
with her or not.
Has there ever been a human trafficking success story?
Mm.
Ray,
Oh,
look
there
into
was that one movie. There was that one movie.
Pretty
Eden,
Woman?
I think. No. Eden.
Radio?
She got away.
Which one?
Eden.
How about Taken 3?
No, they all
Why'd
died.
I look this up? This is depressing now. Jesus. There's
You
nothing
get for
funny
being
about.
an asshole all night.
You're going to beat off to it later.
Well, together with you.
Oh.
yeah.
So, okay, quick update on the crazy porn story. Oh my god. This is
what
I think I
story?
should save this. This is fucking interesting. I actually might save this for the main podcast.
What story?
Porn. I
Oh,
got more porn stories.
always about porn.
Oh, do you guys want to talk about this shooter the person, the kids being bullied? Go ahead.
No.
No, it's too depressing. People are just
Also, I
fucking
don't know
assholes.
anything about it.
Like, in what world does it make it okay for a grown-ass
Kayla,
adult to judge a kid?
Explain this to Raymond like you would explain it to her, like a Raymond, I guess. Yeah, no, that's a good.
Well, I have to find the post. Somebody shared it on Facebook.
No, just like kind of sum it up.
No, I understand what happened. I just saying.
Give everyone. Let's say that like a lot of people are listening that are just like Raymond, and you need to explain like world events to them.
So basically, what's happening is the young girl. I don't know her name, but she's been talking.
Sinead O'Connor.
Well, that doesn't help the conversation at all. Anyways,
like she doesn't look like her.
Is talking out about like
oh, sorry. Sorry. 1 second. I looked up her name. It's G.I. Jane. Fuck you, Kayla. Okay, go on.
No, I'm done.
If I was
No. I promise. I'll only interrupt 2 or 3 more times if I think of something funny.
You've ruined everything.
No, please.
I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Some girl is mean. Okay.
No, she's not mean.
Yeah, so what Kayla's trying to say... So let's just sum up what Kayla said. This girl is evil, and you should harass her on Twitter. I think is what Kayla said.
Oh my God.
Well, finish your point if we're getting it wrong, because that's what me and Ray took away from it.
When you keep interrupting me because all you want to do is listen to the sound of your voice.
It is pretty good voice.
Fucking cunt.
I do listen to the episodes back after.
Of course you do. You probably listen to them all the time, and you skip over me and Ray, and you just listen to your fucking self.
No, he skips over you.
No, he skips over you too, Bo. Trust me.
I don't even skip over you guys. I edit you guys out completely.
That's fair.
I do left and right.
To yourself like talking to nothing.
I do left and right audio tracks, and then I just like delete the left audio track and just listen to me laughing into nothing. It's like, yeah, I don't know about that, and then silence for like a minute, and then it's like, ha ha ha, ha yeah, and I'm like, oh me, that doesn't happen. Hello?
I died. Sorry.
Uh-oh, everyone cut out there for a second.
No, I just stopped talking.
I actually hate the sound of my voice. So. Take that, really? Kayla.
Even the voice you put on for the podcast?
I don't know what you're talking about. Welcome, everybody, to a brand new edition of ROFLcast.
What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys?
Yeah, God, who talks like that? Me, apparently. Okay, sorry. Kayla, please recap for people who don't know. And I'm not saying me, but it's definitely me.
All right. So this young girl is speaking out and giving speeches about like gun control in America. And, you know, she survived a mass school shooting. So it's kind of a big deal. And so many adults are basically just coming at her for the way she looks, the way she talks, her grades, and all of this shit, trying to discredit what she's saying based on so much artificial, stupid shit. Instead of actually
look like?
She looks like Sinead O'Connor.
What's she talk like?
But it doesn't matter. That's the point. It doesn't fucking matter.
She talks like a really ignorant young person who is
what are her grades
angry at the world.
What?
Are her grades bad?
Yes.
I mean,
she's always been a bit of an SJW, and she found a platform, and she's reveling in it. She really enjoys it.
Are you serious?
And she uses the anger approach to make and to increase her celebrity. You know, Kayla.
Kayla, you making me angry, and you've never done that before.
I mean,
hey, Kayla,
she does have bad grades.
Who cares?
And she
watched her friends get fucking shot.
So what does that mean?
I didn't know that part. You didn't tell me that part.
I said she survived a mass school shooting.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Ray, can you fucking listen for 10 minutes?
Can you ask him a question so he shuts up again?
Hey, Ray.
What?
Just kidding, Ray.
What's your goal?
I'm not as mean as you.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? While you think about that, Kayla, tell me how you... tell me what you support about what she's saying and what you dislike.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even listened to her speech. It's just the fact that they're bullying the shit out of this girl because of the way she looks. Like, I don't even care. Like, if they were actually tearing her apart for what she was saying, then yeah, I'd be like, okay, that's fair. That's your opinion. But like, you're a fucking 40-year-old sitting on a computer being like, oh my God, this young bitch doesn't know anything. She didn't get into college. It's like, really? Like, bro, like...
Well, I mean, to be fair,
are stupid.
I would say that about any like 17-year-old, no matter what they look like. I'd be like, you're ugly and stupid. I don't know. Wouldn't you?
No.
I would say that to
But
any
I'm not a
20-year-old.
dick
I'd say that to
like
any
you.
24-year-old. Like, we're all fucking
You just say it to
stupid.
people. You're just like people.
You know what? I would say that to
Yeah.
everyone, in fact.
It's like,
'Cause
oh, are you a
equality.
people? Actually, you'd probably say it to dogs too.
I say it to babies.
Animal.
I go up and I'm like,
Aw.
hey, do you know English? Probably not, you fucking idiot.
You're like that person who, when the kid has the fake phone ring, you wouldn't answer it. You're that guy.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be like, listen, I understand it's playtime right now, but I'm going to teach you about religion. So I have like different babies that I'm around a lot. Not because the reason Ray's around kids, but because like I have family and friends, I have kids. And I'm teaching them all different religions. So like some joke came about like that. So my friend is like, he's from like a Muslim family, but not like family, but like grandparents were probably Muslim, but they're like not at all religious. And he's dating a girl who's also non-religious. And so I don't know, I can't remember how it came up, but I kept calling her a Jew, and everyone thinks that she's a Jew now. So I've been teaching her kid about Judaism every time I go over there. We'll watch like old Bible study videos and shit like that. How'd I get on this?
So I'm never going to let you meet my children if I ever have them.
Why? You don't want your children to learn about other cultures?
And I'm teaching my nephew about like
I just
Christianity.
feel like he's trolling the kids.
Yeah, well, I think it's funny to teach them like when they're like, I want to play pretend. I'm like, no, we're going to learn about religion. That's better pretend. But it makes them smarter, and they quote the Torah a lot.
Yeah, that's good to quote the
So
Torah.
you're just mad that this girl's getting bullied, basically.
Well, it's just the mind frame of adults like bullying children. Like I just can't get on board with that. It's like it's same thing with that politician who came out and was just like, well, I think if kids learn CPR, this wouldn't happen as often. Like, are you kidding me?
No. I think it's more like this girl. Something horrific happens to this girl, and she's trying to share her experience with the world, and she's getting bullied in return.
Yeah, just because of the way she looks or who she is.
No, they've also been criticizing her message as well. She wants to ban guns.
I don't care. I don't care if you criticize the message. Everybody's going to criticize banning guns because, we love our guns. It's,
so what happens when you like disagree with someone on like a philosophy or politics? You attack them, right? Like that's just,
no.
I'm not saying
intellectual fucking conversation.
That's
I know.
A very common response, right? And usually when you attack someone, you try to find ways you can needle them to hurt their feelings. Like when people were trying to make fun of Leslie Jones, they weren't necessarily racist, but they just hated Leslie Jones. They knew that making either women jokes or black jokes would really trigger her, so they deliberately did it. I think that's the same reason why they mock this girl in this way. I don't actually think they are like, oh, she's a shaved head and therefore her opinion doesn't count. I think it's like she wants to ban guns and they're like, oh, that fucking hippie, the shaved head wants to ban our guns.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, as soon as somebody starts
though. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, no, but as soon as somebody starts attacking or like calling people names and stuff, immediately they're like, whatever their argument is, like, I don't care.
Especially when they're a kid.
And that's the thing. Like, if it was another adult, whatever, you want to be little fucking sure bitches, it's fine. But it's a child. Like, she's not even legal. But
you have to look at every child star though. Like anyone who gets famous at that young age. Look at Justin Bieber. I've hated on Justin Bieber.
Famous.
She's infamous.
She's famous. She's going on like Tucker Carlson and fucking Colbert Report and John Oliver. That's famous. Okay. I've said shit about Justin Bieber when he was under 18 and no one blinked. But when like I made fun of his appearance, I made fun of the way he talked and what he believed in. I made fun of his actions and no one gave a shit. But when it's this girl,
not like
it's a bad
not the same. You're talking about a kid who's being a jerk because he got famous and a girl who's talking out against something because she watched her friends get murdered.
Yeah, it's not like Justin Bieber was in 9/11. He's like, it's really scary. And you're like, you have a dyke haircut.
No, hold on. She's definitely going for the fame because she can say no to doing these. She's become the voice box and she wants to be the voice box. And she describes herself as the person that wants to speak out on behalf of everyone. But there is over 1,500 students in that school. And you know one of their names. And we don't even know her name. We think her name is Skinhead O'Connor. We don't know.
No, you said that.
I know. We all do. That's what you said. I think that was quoting you, pretty sure. Raven, rewind the tape and then
Certainly we're not.
Kayla definitely said that.
But here's the thing. You have not very many people picking up for these kids. And anyone who does, who is an adult, nobody is fucking listening because all they care about is their guns. They want to blame it on everything else except for the fact that it is so easy to get access to guns. So these kids now have to talk about it and now have to come out about it and now march about it because nobody else is fighting for them. So they're actually fighting for themselves, and it's actually it's a good thing.
But so depending on how someone got famous changes whether or not it's okay to criticize them.
But it's not like she's trying to be Kim Kardashian and show her ass to get fame. Like, she's actually fighting for something.
Yeah. No, so I'm asking you if the way that they're famous does that change whether or not we're allowed to criticize them?
I don't know why this famous thing is coming into it. The whole fact of being famous is, well, first of all, up to interpretation.
Well, if you have over 1 million Twitter followers, I would say you're pretty famous.
There's lots of people with 1 million Twitter followers. They're called bots because they follow everybody and people follow them back. So are they famous?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about actual people with accounts that are followed and listened to and heavily engaged with. I mean, her Twitter account's popping. There's no denying it.
I just don't think that makes somebody famous. Okay, I think we just have different opinions on what being famous is.
Well, being famous is being widely known, right? Being known in the zeitgeist. I mentioned the skinhead girl from the shooting, and we all knew who
she's widely known because of people watch, I guess, news and interviews.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how someone's famous, but she's still famous. Malala's famous. Obama's famous. Trump's famous. They're all famous. They're not they're not entertainment famous. Like George St. Pierre's famous. He's not an actor or anything. He's just a sports figure.
So basically, if something bad happens you're not allowed to talk about it?
Sorry, Kayla, 1 second.
People get a lot of recognition.
No, you're right. I misspoke, and I need to correct that. I said GSP's not an actor. He was in Winter Soldier. I apologize. He's in the new Kickboxer movie. He's a great actor. I take that back. That was wrong of me to say. Well, I'm just saying that fame, we might be, I think this is a weird argument, but fame is a level of people knowing who you are. A lot of people know who this person is.
Which is fine, but basically what you're saying is because she's going and doing interviews to speak out about something bad that happened to her, that makes her not credible just because she's going on interviews. I never said that. But if she didn't go on interviews, people wouldn't hear her voice and hear what she's talking out against.
Yeah, but that's not the point that I'm trying to argue, though.
Well, you're trying to say she just wants to be famous.
I'm not saying.
But you don't know that. You kind of said that.
I did say no. I'm saying that she is a bit of a attention whore. But what I'm saying is that probably a bad word to describe it. But that's a common colloquialism. I wasn't doing that on purpose. I will say awful things on purpose, though, to make up for it. That one I missed.
I know,
but I will say other horrible things to make up for it. I almost fell out of character there. Oops. It's not a character.
Her fame in the public eye opens her up to criticism.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, Ray. Thank you.
Yeah, God damn, your autism is fine.
Know what I think about? It's that fucking thing you keep in the back of your a toolbox you keep in the back of your trunk in your car, and you can always hear it rattling around, and you're like, I need to fucking take that out. It's so fucking annoying. It's always just bouncing around back there, and then your tire goes flat, and you need it, and you're like, fuck, I love having it there. That's Ray.
I thought you were gonna say that's Kayla. Damn it.
Here's the thing, though. This is what you guys are missing. What I'm trying to say. I don't mind you criticizing anybody.
Okay.
But when it comes to a topic as serious as this, when it comes to a topic where children are consistently dying because children who have mental issues or whatever are getting their hands on guns very easily,
playing violent video games.
You shouldn't criticize somebody for the way they look or whether or not they got into college when they've gone through something this severe. That's
it's an obvious way to distract from the actual issue.
Yeah, if you have an issue against the issue, talk about that. Talk about why you think she's wrong. Talk about why gun control shouldn't happen. Talk about that. Fight for your position.
So you don't believe that anyone is
as soon as you attack somebody, you lose the debate. You lose the debate as soon as you attack somebody. I don't believe what?
I'm sorry. I was waiting for you to be done, and then every time you started talking again, I'm like, shit. But you had long natural pauses. I don't know if that was for emphasis.
An actor thing.
I wasn't trying to talk over you, but I am not good at reading, because when I'm done talking, it'll be microscopic. It'll just be you'll have a window, you dive in. I think there's dead air. I'm gonna start talking. Okay, so you don't believe that criticism's fair game. You think that there's circumstances in which case criticism's not fair game. Criticism
is fair game when you're not attacking a person for something they cannot control.
Well, that's criticism, though. That's what it is. They can control her haircut. She can control her haircut. She doesn't have cancer.
But who fucking cares? If she has a bald head or she has hair down to her fucking ankles. Who fucking cares?
I'm not saying whether or not someone should care. We have to be clear about what the standard is. So what is the standard? Her hair is something that she can control. So is criticizing that okay?
She means criticism that is relevant. And
hold on, Ray.
What her position is, if somebody is talking about something important and your only criticism is that they are bald, that's stupid.
Yeah, you're allowed to say that. But that I agree. I don't disagree with that at all. I think it's dumb. And I think that when you go for ad hominem attacks, you lose the argument. And I 100% agree there. But I think that by being a public figure like this, you open yourself up to criticism. And I am okay with anyone doing whatever type of criticism they want. It's not right. I wouldn't do it myself, but everyone has the right to make whatever criticism they want for whatever reason. I think that exposes them for being retarded. Look how many people said shitty things about Donald Trump's appearance and shit. You know, he went through something horrific. He had to be Donald Trump his whole life. This is all set up for that joke. I have nothing else to say.
I knew it. I knew there was going to be a Donald Trump joke in there.
But you know what I mean? Like, I agree that it's gross to make fun of a child.
Yeah.
Specifically about her haircut, and especially when she's putting herself out there to talk about something that is relevant and like life-saving. And it's gross when people did it about who's that girl that was shot in the face? The Pakistani girl who won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah,
I don't remember her name, but I know
Malaya Yousaf or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was gross when people mocked her for wearing her hijab or whatever at Congress and at the UN.
They all wear those over there.
Yeah. I thought it was, well, the hijab is an outdated, gross garment that should be banned, but whatever. And I didn't agree with it when, you know, when they're public figures are talking about something important, yeah, I don't like it. I think it's gross. But because I'm willing to do it about other like child actors or child musicians, or when I'm saying child, I mean under the age of 18. If I'm willing to criticize them about their appearance, about what they think, like Jaden Smith, I make fun of what he thinks about, you know, I make fun of their appearance and stuff. If I'm willing to do that and say it's okay, I have to be okay with people applying that to everyone because the standard has to be consistent.
I understand that, but I also feel it's different because it's the difference of talking about something important as opposed to just being like, hey, I'm rich, look at me.
That's a subjective take versus an objective take, because some people believe that Justin Bieber is telling them about how to handle life through their lyrics. Like, he actually does have a couple good songs about breakups, about like, you know, dealing with breakups and shit.
You listen to them every night, don't you?
No, I listened to like his shit that he made with Diplo, like "What Do You Mean" and "Sorry" and shit. That stuff was great.
No, like some girls believed that Justin Bieber was cutting his wrist, so they started cutting too.
What?
Yeah, and then he made a song. He's like, "Don't cut your wrists. Hey, though I might do it, it will make you."
I think the moral of the story is the world is just full of fucking morons.
I think you have a double standard for these things, and I think that's okay.
Okay, that's fair. If having a double standard is when somebody's talking about something important as opposed to just flaunting their money.
What you feel is important, right? Some people don't feel this is important.
I don't feel like spitting on people that are driving by you is important.
Well, you know, this girl
punching your neighbor in the face is important.
This girl bullied the shooter. Yeah, she openly admitted that she bullied the shooter, and then came out and then says, "Oh, it's guns' fault that we were shot up. We need to ban guns." And I'm like, it might be because you guys were bullying the kid. You know, the fact that you admitted to doing it's kind of fucked up. And I think that probably was a bigger cause of what happened other than the availability of guns.
Then bring that up. Talk about that.
I think it's also just...
Yeah, but no, we're not talking about those people anymore, Kayla. I understand who you're talking about. These people I think you're absolutely right. It's gross that adults would criticize children, and how they criticize them is by attacking their appearance. It's fucking stupid, immature, and they've already lost the argument. And I think that we can put a nail in that because we're just arguing against straw men at this point. But we all kind of know who we mean. But moving on to actually like her as an issue, what people like what may reasonably have an issue about would be stuff like this. And so what I'm trying to point out is not that, oh yeah, she's actually a bad person, but I'm saying it's even more to your point, it's even grosser that they would attack her haircut when there's shit they can legitimately criticize her about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's what kind of the roundabout way I was trying to get to is that the reason
I
we
get
have
what you're saying now.
so the reason that we have this like double standard is because we treat some like pop music and stuff like that as frivolity, and we treat our famous people frivolously because we see Bill Kardashians and stuff treat frivolously. But I think that this shows us that that's not okay. Because at the end of the day, it's still a fucking kid. You know what I mean? And
and you're right. You're right.
I don't want to. I never tweeted Justin Bieber shit. I talked about shit about him, like personally. And I think.
I made jokes about Justin Bieber too. So like
But you know what? I don't like that I did that about a fucking 17-year-old kid. I think that's shitty. And
that's fair.
And what if he is frivolous and shit? Me being shitty to him isn't going to help him be less shitty.
True.
At that age, that kid needs just like fucking guidance and stuff. And I should appreciate that there's a fucking 17-year-old who's willing to put him out there so much that he's willing to fuck up and make these mistakes. And that's why, like, Jaden Smith says the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. Like absolute, like, preposterous shit that makes me think the dude, like, everyone's like, oh, he's on acid or something. No, people on acid make some sense sometimes. This nigga is batting like 0 for 1,000. But I respect
what is he gonna do? His parents are swingers.
That's
and
true.
Scientologist
swingers, yeah. But the kid's fearless, like I encourage that. I like that the kid's fearless. I like that he's putting him out there because you know what happens when you're fearless like that? You throw a million things against the wall that fails until one sticks, and that one thing can change everything. So, I don't know. I might change my mind about ragging on people that are a little younger, but I actually haven't, and I'm going to keep doing it. But I'm going to accept that it's wrong to do. But just to be consistent, I'm going to criticize this bald-headed bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, I think, and you're right. For me, like, it's based on circumstance and what you say. So that's like, I guess I'm a little bit biased in that.
It's an emotional appeal versus an objective appeal. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is an emotional subject. But I'm an emotional bitch. That her look is stupid. She has a stupid face. I agree that what she's saying is stupid. And I don't think that
as long
we
as
should
you
listen
can agree
to any
that
17.
You're also stupid.
We should never listen to any 17-year-old about anything ever, and that's what I say. So I don't give a shit.
Disagree with you on that point. But
like all of those kids from that school, like that are being made famous by this stuff. I think they're all just misguided and like don't know enough about the world yet, which is any kid, and that's totally okay. And I don't discourage them from speaking out. I don't discourage them from being passionate, but it doesn't mean we have to listen to them.
Well, no, we're in Canada. We have gun laws.
No, we actually have laxer gun laws than they do. So
to assume better gun control will fix everything, I think it is America that is fucked up as a society. Because if you don't have guns, but you really want to kill a bunch of people, you'll find a way.
Also, school shootings is a uniquely American thing.
They have a huge problem with how they treat mental illness as well. Is another big thing in America. They just throw medication at people, and as soon as people stop taking the medication, they have a mental break. That's not how you deal with shit like that.
I mean, we want to blame medication because it's a white guy.
Oh, I don't know if he was taking medication. I'm just saying, not in regards to him, America in general. Like, I don't know his story. I don't know if he was on like any of that. I'm just saying the way that America treats mental health is they throw as much medication at it as they can instead of finding out what the core of the problem is.
You're not wrong. Like, most school shooters are on some sort of medication, but I think that, everyone wants to point to Islam or the religion being a factor when it's a brown guy. This guy was a hardcore evangelical Christian who was homeschooled. I think that probably had a ton to do with it. He was probably jealous of people at school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the Christian part could have been part of it. I mean, then everyone's like, oh, you're in the Bible, it says you're not supposed to kill people. Yeah, well, the Torah says that too. Look what happened. Right? The Bible said a whole bunch of things and the Crusades happened, so let's not get up on our high horse and pretend like it's some fucking infallible
it's a white
morality.
Person, so they automatically it's mental health. He's white.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't have a ton of Christian terrorists, but I think that, or we do.
Not anymore.
Themselves. Yeah, and that's
People
the thing.
Forget history.
He might just be, one example of a Christian terrorist that will be ignored and just be called, if it's a white person, oh, they were sick because white people people inherently wouldn't do that. If it's a brown person, oh yeah, it's who they are. Of course they would do that. They're crazy religious people. Of course they do that. And there's this racist narrative that's being pushed by both sides. They don't even realize it's racist, or they do, and they continue to push it. And it's so stupid because, like, white person, mental health. Brown person, religion. You know, it's so... You know, how about brown people with mental health problems? How about growing up in a fucking desert with no food and then watching the only hospital and water supply get blown up by a plane with a giant American flag on it? Maybe that'll affect your mental health.
And it's not even a manned plane.
Yeah. Because infidels are not men. And we'll leave it there. Thank you for listening to ROFLcast Uncut. This is weird. Fucking Kayla being argumentative the whole time, and I'm trying to agree with her. And I'm like, I'm gonna take this boat, and we're gonna go.
You loved it.
We're gonna go straight through here, and we're gonna hit the end point there that's clearly visible. You're like, no, I want to see behind that tree.
Like talking about 100 different things before getting to your point, maybe get to your point faster.
You're right. It was my fault. You absolutely were not confrontational in the least. I love you both, and I appreciate both of your opinions.
You like what I argue.
And I don't know. I was going to say I respect you guys, but I'm not going to go crazy like that. That's all for this. That's all for this week's ROFLcast Uncut. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.